Hey guys, so I just got back from a really tough run, and the run is you can see the area behind me is through the mountains, and so there's no flat section. You're either going uphill or downhill, and I'm in Vail, Colorado, and one of the things that I was reminded of this morning was the concept of a stack day, and here's why. So we were running today, and I only ran 6K, but it felt like you're running with a cold. The air is so thin, getting oxygen to your system is difficult, and so it challenges the body on a whole different level. And by doing so, by challenging the body on a whole different level, one of the side effects of that, obviously, is that when you go into your regular, normal surroundings, you're more efficient, you're more effective, you're able to perform better, you're able to perform um, at a higher pace than you would have. And so the whole idea of it is to challenge the body and get better. And that reminds me of the benefit of stack days. I call them yellow pad days. Um, and the idea is this, is that in some way, put more things into your day than you are typically used to. So it could be more adjustments. It could be more new patients. It could be more phone calls. You can get 50 people to call your office repeatedly through a day. You could be a longer run. It could be push-ups between patients. It could be marking more x-rays in a day than normal. It doesn't matter what it is. You take every single one of your procedures and you challenge them. Maybe you do 55 exams that day instead of 35, or whatever the case is. And the idea there is that as you do them, is to keep your head down and just look around for times and instances where it's not easy. Times and instances where there's a challenge, and what that means is your system is being stressed. It's important because, as you know, research shows that people can only sustain about 80% of their maximum at any one time. So if they can only sustain 80% of their maximum, then if you go ahead and find out what your 100% maximum is, and you find out how to kind of move that level, your new 80% level changes. So, if I was adjusting 100, in a day, I remember the first day that I adjusted 124 people, and I had added an extra half hour to the morning shift, an extra half hour to the evening shift, and I finished almost an hour late, and I was exhausted. And I remember walking out, my mom was there, my sister was there, because it was a stack day at Christmas, and they were helping out, and I brought them in thinking, we're going to have this overwhelming day. And I walked out and I said, I don't think I could do that again. And my sister says, well, you better, because people here need it. And in that moment, I kind of saw, I had missed an opportunity to see why, um, see all the areas where my system was being challenged. And so I've had lots of yellow pad days since then, and on those yellow pad days, I do, I just basically put yellow pads around the office, and then so whenever a challenge comes up, I write down what I see, and I ask the staff to write down what they see. So as an example, I remember an example of, we all saw this one family was present when everybody just felt chaotic, and so we all wrote down that family's name, and what we noticed was the mom used to sign herself in, and then she'd sign the kids in, and then so she'd lay down, and then the kids were being called, so she would get up, so I would be there to adjust her, but she's over helping the kids, and just the order of it was a challenge. Another group was that their key fobs were all in the same ring, and they kept scanning in the wrong person, and it caused a hiccup. Another time it was, how long it was taking me to walk from the exam room back to the adjusting area, and vice versa, that I wasn't walking quick enough or taking the most direct route. There's lots of little things that, when people come into our office and they see, wow, that looks very simple. And it is. There's nothing complicated about it, but all of the little the little details are looked after, and it makes all the difference in the world. Okay, so have a stack day, do something like training in Vail that challenges your system, and just move that your capacity to the next level. So I'll just let you see here.